Hello and welcome to Sports 360 Degree on DD India, your weekly dose of all the major sporting events across the globe. In this edition of Sports 360, we delve into India's shooting prowess securing a record 16th Olympic quota for Paris Summer Games, explore the race to Paris badminton rankings intricately linked with the Indian Open badminton tournament, promising intense competition. Get the inside scoop on the Australian Open, the year's first Grand Slam, also capturing the reactions of the winners of India's National Sports Award winners. In a surprise turn of events, discover the French police officers' protest of the Paris Olympics and how it impacts the mega sporting events in Paris. Also, the El Clasico preview offering insights into the highly anticipated clash of the football titans in Spanish Super Cup. But first up, the cover story tracking this week. Ridham Sangwan became the 16th Indian shooter to win a Paris Olympic quota with a bronze medal in the 25-meter sports pistol event at the Asian qualifiers in Jakarta. With Ridham's qualification, Indian shooters has bagged a total number of 16 quotas for the Paris Olympics, their highest number of quotas till now, surpassing the previous record of 17 quotas they bagged in Tokyo.
Over the past few editions, the number of Indian athletes at the Summer Olympics has steadily increased. At Tokyo 2020, the Indian contingent was made up of 124 athletes, the largest that the country had sent to the Games. India also won 7 medals, the biggest haul in a single Olympics. However, at the Paris Olympics, India will expect more athletes to qualify and increase the medal haul. In a huge development, Indian shooters has managed to bag 16 quotas for the Paris Olympics so far, country's highest ever, surpassing previous best of 15 quotas in Tokyo. Ridham Sangwan became the 16th Indian shooter to win a Paris Olympic quota place with a bronze medal in the 25-meter sports pistol event at the Asian Championship, an Olympic qualifying event in Jakarta. The 20-year-old Ridham, who hails from Haryana and was a part of the team that won the 25-meter sports pistol gold at the Hangzhou Asian Games last year, along with Isha and Manu Bhaker, shot 28 in the final to settle for bronze. This is Ridham's second bronze medal in the ongoing Asian Olympic qualifiers after she finished third in the 10-meter air pistol event on Monday, with Isha clinching gold. This is the third Olympic quota place for India here at Jakarta after Isha Singh and Varun Tomar bagged the 10-meter air pistol women's and men's sports on Monday. The 16 shooters to qualify for Paris are Bhavnish Mendiratta, Rudransh Patil, Swapnil Kusle, Akhil Sharon, Mehuli Ghosh, Sift Kaur Samra, Rajeshwari Kumari, Sarabjot Singh, Arjun Babuta, Tilotama Sen, Manu Bhaker, Anish Bhanwala, Shriyanka Sadangi, Varun Tomar, Isha Singh and Ridham Sangwan. During the 2016 Olympics in Rio, India had won 12 quotas but could not manage to win any medals. In London, India bagged 11 quotas and won 2 medals. Indian shooting has been on a meteoric rise in the past couple of years, with several young marksmen from the nation excelling at the highest level, winning titles at the ISSF World Cups, Commonwealth Games and the Asian Games, and the nation will hope that this time the shooting contingent is able to show their true prowess.
With the India Open badminton tournament beginning on January 16 at the IIG Stadium in New Delhi, the race to the Paris Olympics for the badminton players will intensify. It is the first Super 750 BWS tournament with 11,000 points up for grabs.
With the race to Paris 2024 heading into its final stretch, Indian shuttlers will have an excellent opportunity to earn valuable points and stake claims to Olympic berths across categories at the India Open Super 750 to be held at the Indira Gandhi Stadium in New Delhi from January 16 to 21. Asian Games gold medalist Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy and Chirag Sethi and bronze medalist H.S. Pranoy will aim to boost their position in the world ranking ahead of the Paris Olympics, while the likes of former world number 1 Kidambi Srikanth, 2022 Commonwealth Games gold medalist Lakshya Sen and the upcoming Priyanshu Rajawat will be gunning for the second Indian spot at the Games. The India Open, organized by the Badminton Association of India, has been upgraded to Super 750 category from Super 500 last year, which means that the players can earn significantly higher ranking points in the quest for Olympics qualification. It has also meant that almost all the top 10 players in current world ranking will be in action at the KD Jadhav Indoor Hall, and badminton lovers can enjoy watching them in action on all 6 days for free, as the BAI has decided to keep the entry free. The women's doubles combination of Presa Jolly, Gayatri Gopichand and Ashwini Ponnappa and Tanisha Crasto are also locked into a seesaw battle for an Olympic spot. PV Sindhu is on a break as she is recovering from her injury that occurred in October last year. She will miss the tournament.
Now shifting focus to Grand Slam tennis, the Australian Open will run from January 14 to 28. Defending men's single champion Novak Djokovic seeks an unprecedented 11th title in Melbourne, while Aryna Sabalenka of Belarus aims to retain the women's trophy. More in this report.
The first Grand Slam of the year is here, and fans are all set to flock the Melbourne. In a bold move, the Australian Open 2024 is all set to kick-start on the 14th of January, deviating from its traditional Monday start. The tournament's extended duration of 15 days aims to prevent late-night finishes, ensuring a smoother and more viewer-friendly experience for tennis fans. Qualifying battles will commence on the 8th of January as players would vie for coveted spots in the main draw, requiring triumphs in 3 qualifying matches. The women's singles final is scheduled to take place on the 27th of January, while the men's final will conclude on the 28th of it. Defending men's singles champion Novak Djokovic seeks an unprecedented 11th title in Melbourne. The Serbian star is the top seed, facing stiff competition from Spain's rising star Carlos Alcaraz, Russia's Daniil Medvedev and Italy's Yannick Sinner. Meanwhile, Aryna Sabalenka of Belarus aims to retain women's trophy, seeded second after Poland's Iga Świątek. Women's field showcases American sensation Coco Gauff, 2022 Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina and a determined Emma Raducanu making strides in a comeback journey after wrist and ankle surgeries. The Australian Open singles draw is set for the 11th of January, featuring 128 players with 32 being seeded. Seedings, determined by players' world rankings, aim to ensure competitive matchups while preventing clashes of top contenders in the early rounds. The draw event marks the beginning of an exciting fortnight of intense competition and gripping tennis action down under. Varsha Kotwal's report for DD India.
President of India Draupadi Murmu presented country's standout athletes with the National Sports Award at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. Cricketer Mohd Shami, teenage archer Sheetal Devi, Aditi Gopichand Swami, long jumper Murli Srishankar, runner Parul Chaudhary and wrestler Antim Pangal were prominent names among the 60 athletes who received the Arjuna Awards. Suchitra's report tells us more.
Draupadi Murmu द्वारा
President of India conferred the National Sports Awards 2023 at India's President House on Tuesday. The National Sports Awards are the pinnacle of sporting honours, which are given annually to recognise the reward and excellence in the sports category. At the 2023 edition of National Sports Awards, 26 sportspersons received the prestigious Arjuna Award. Among the Arjuna Award winners, pacer Mohammad Shami, who had a spectacular run at the ODI Cricket World Cup, has also been bestowed with the prestigious award. Shami was the leading wicket taker at the ODI Cricket World Cup. On the other hand, young Indian Grandmaster R. Pragnananda's coach R.B. Ramesh received the prestigious Dronacharya Award. Lalit Kumar received the Dronacharya Award in the sport of wrestling. Mahavir Prasad Saini received in para-athletics. Shivendra Singh received in the sport of hockey, whereas Ganesh Prabhakar Devrukar received for the sport of Malakkam. Apart from this, 6 others received awards in the category of Dhyan Chand Award for Lifetime Achievements in Sports and Games 2023. The awards are bestowed with an aim to promote qualities like leadership, discipline, commitment, teamwork and a passion for health and fitness in the psyche of a nation with the world's largest youth population. Suchitra's report for TD India.
Meanwhile, chess coach R.B. Ramesh received the prestigious Dronacharya Award at the National Sports Award 2023, and in a double delight, his student R. Vaishali also received the prestigious Arjuna Award. In an exclusive interaction with our correspondent Suchitra, the Dronacharya awardee talked about the importance of equal treatment to all students and how he got immense satisfaction from the success of his students.
We have with us R.B. Ramesh, who is most famous chess coach of India, we can say, and he has received Dronacharya Award for the success of his students. We may say, sir, many congratulations, and it's a very proud moment for you. You received the Dronacharya Award, and your student R. Vaishali, she received the Arjuna Award. So how does it feel to get this double success?
Yeah, it's really amazing to see that Vaishali has got the much deserved Arjuna Award this year, and also she has become a grandmaster, the third woman to do so from India. And as for myself, yes, getting the Dronacharya Award is a very humbling experience, and I hope I will do justice for this.
You were a player and you took a brave decision, you know, to quit playing. You also quit your job and took up coaching. So today, when you are holding this award, how do you look back at your journey?
Yeah, it was a very tough decision back then because I was working with a public sector company with a good paying job, and I was also reasonably successful as a player, having won the Commonwealth in 2008. And I decided to both quit from my job and pursue chess training full-fledged, and we started Chess Gurukul in Chennai in 2008. And since then it has been a very successful journey, really thankful for the opportunity to serve all these children, and hope to achieve more.
We know that the players win the medals, but there's a whole lot team behind them. So how do you look at the importance of Dronacharya Award?
Yeah, so as you brightly mentioned, there is a huge team involved behind every player's success. First of all, the parents who have to toil and sacrifice a lot to bring up their children in any sport. So thanks to them, and so it's a collective effort, and as I said, I'm happy to have played a small role in their success. And the concept of recognizing the trainers with the Dronacharya Award is a very healthy one, and I wish more coaches are duly recognized at the right time. And the name itself, Dronacharya, it's a legend, and to get an award in Guru's honor, it's really humbling.
Dronacharya's favorite shishya was Arjun. We all know your most famous students are R. Vaishali and R. Pragnananda, the siblings. So who is your favorite student?
No, all my students are my favorites. So I don't want to be partial towards anyone, irrespective of whether they are doing well or not. Every single one of them is my favorite. Of course, I'm happy when some are able to do much better. I'm really happy for them. And as you mentioned, Pragnananda and Vaishali, the siblings have done a lot for our country, and I'm sure more to come.
Thank you so much for talking to us, and we wish you really all the best for your future and for your students, and may you continue to train many more champions in the future. Thank you so much.
So shifting focus to cricket, Board of Control for Cricket in India on Friday named a 16-man squad for the first 2 test matches against England, which begins from January 25 onwards. Spinner Kuldeep Yadav and Akshar Patel have been included in the Indian team, while wicketkeeper Dhruv Jurel earned his maiden call-up for the first 2 tests against England. The 22-year-old Jurel joins incumbent KL Rahul and KS Bharat as the third wicketkeeper in the squad. Pacer Mohammad Shami has been excluded as he continues to recover from an injury that he suffered during the ODI World Cup last year. Rohit Sharma leads the 16-member squad, while Jasprit Bumrah will be his deputy. The 5-match series against England will begin in Hyderabad on January 25 and will be part of the World Test Championship. India is currently second on the WTC points table behind defending champions Australia. So it will be a crucial series for India considering that it's the part of the WTC. Police officers paraded and opened buses from Paris to urge authorities to accelerate the talks about the labour conditions and pay during the 2024 Olympics to be held in the French capital. Police unions have already called for a January 18 strike to voice their discontent ahead of the Games. Starting in late July, the Olympics are set to put further strain on Paris's workforce amid heightened security threats and chronic staffing shortages at the police hospitals and public transport. Some 30,000 police officers and soldiers will be mobilized to secure the opening ceremony on July 26, when some 600,000 people are expected to watch athletes and delegations sail along the Seine River.
Les agents de ministère de l'Intérieur d'être partout, sauf qu'en fait on leur dit pas comment ils vont être.
All agents of the Interior Ministry have been asked to be everywhere, but they are not told how to be everywhere, and those who cannot be there aren't told how their time will be organized. Today, their state of mind is not 100% in the condition for us to be present at the Olympic Games. That is precisely the point of this social dialogue. And we today are alerting our authorities to tell them, be careful, the police do not think they are ready.
Ethiopian runner Tigist Ketema broke the world record for the fastest marathon debut in Dubai, shaving more than a minute off the course record. Clocking a time of 2 hours, 16 minutes and 7 seconds, the 25-year-old became the 8th fastest woman in marathon history as she took gold, breaking the Dubai course record by 61 seconds. Of former African under-20 champions, gold medalist in the 800 meters, Ketema established herself as a long-listed running prospect by winning the Great Ethiopian Run 10-kilometer race in 2022. Ethiopia swept the women's podium in Dubai as Ruti Aga and Dera Dida finished second and third. In the men's race, Ethiopia also led a clean sweep with Adishu Gobina winning in a time of 2 hours, 5 minutes and 1 second. The 19-year-old Gobina, a marathon debutant, finished 19 seconds ahead of the Lemi Demucha, with her Desina Mergesa taking third in 2 hours, 5 minutes and 42 seconds. Now shifting focus to hockey. Hockey India announced the 26-member Indian men's team for the four-nation tour in Cape Town, South Africa, starting on January 2020. The Indian team will be led by Harmanpreet Singh, and FIH Player of the Year winner Hardik Singh will shoulder the responsibilities of the vice-captain. Youngster Arjit Singh Hundal and the Bobby Singh Dhami have been included in the squad following an impressive outing with the junior Indian side. This year's International Purple Fest is India's first of its kind inclusive festival that celebrates persons with disabilities, where unity takes center stage and diversity is celebrated with open arms. DD India correspondent Siddharth Bhargava reports from Ground Zero.
I am at the International Purple Fest 2024, and this fest, the main motive is to honor the persons with disabilities. Well, the persons with disabilities are scaling new heights in every sector, and sport is one of them. Moreover, they would want to learn and furthermore enhance their skills in this field.
Welcome to the heart of the International Purple Fest 2024, where the Para Experience Center is not just a stall, but a portal into the incredible world of sports and resilience. Here, individuals of all abilities immerse themselves in the thrill of sports, breaking stereotypes and showcasing their determination. But here's the twist for our able-bodied athletes. Stepping into the shoes of persons with disability is an eye-opening experience.
I find it quite difficult and very interesting. So I was saying that usually you see a person in a wheelchair and you don't appreciate what they're going through and their general experience of moving around. And very interesting to see the difficulties. I think outside in the street is more difficult than that, probably, looking at it. So no, yeah, it's an interesting, enlightening experience.
Further, the Paralympic Committee of India has made a significant contribution here at this stall.
First of all, it's an amazing platform for people like us who are persons with disability. Purple Fest is celebrating diversity. And if there is a awareness fest around disability, I feel sports is an integral part. And every person with disability should learn that there is now an equal opportunity for people to play across different spectrums of disability.
Beyond the games, it's about sharing stories, creating connections, and fostering an environment where abilities shine brighter than limitations.
The Para Experience Center at the International Purple Fest 2024 will certainly provide persons with disabilities a new way to play sport, learn sport, and furthermore, how they can strengthen their skill in the same field. With camera person Shubham Sharma, this is Siddharth Bhardwaj reporting for DD India in Goa.
Now it's time for some football action. Barcelona has set up a dream Spanish Super Cup final clash with Real Madrid on Sunday. The El Clasico in Saudi Arabia will be a hard-fought with no dearth of action in the showpiece clash. Barcelona has set up a dream Spanish Super Cup final clash with Real Madrid on Sunday after a 2-0 win over Osasuna in the semi-final. The El Clasico in Saudi Arabia will be hard-fought and there will be no dearth of action in the summit clash. Barcelona coach Xavi Hernandez has issued a warning to his club's rival.
We need to go into the match looking to dominate, take the ball from Madrid. We need to show more than ever our DNA, our style of play. It is an ideal match. A final against Madrid is a Clasico. That gives us extra motivation. We need to show our best soccer.
However, Real Madrid could come out on top given their incredible consistency and ability to conjure comebacks this season. A case in point being the semi-final. Real Madrid has beaten city rivals Atletico Madrid 5-0 in the breathtaking derby.
The team is really happy. I think we need to relax. There are still 90 minutes to win the title, and that's our objective. It's nothing new. It is in Real Madrid's DNA. This is a good lesson for the younger players who have come back.
The stakes do not get higher than this. To win the team's first silverware of the season will serve as a massive confident booster to the dressing room, fans and the management. World Soccer's governing body has ruled out sanctions against Brazil. FIFA's Director of Legal Affairs, Emilio Garcia, provided updates that sanctions is followed by the return of the country's FA president, Arnaldo Rodrigues. The Rio de Janeiro Court of Justice removed Arnaldo from his post on December 7 and appointed an interim president to organize new election after a dispute over the Brazilian Football Confederation electoral process. But Federal Supreme Court Minister Gilmar Mendes last week ordered Rodrigues return to office, claiming that his dismissal by the court could cause Brazil's suspension from international soccer competition by FIFA and damage Brazilian football. Brazil are 6th in the South American qualifying standings for the 2026 World Cup after suffering 3 straight defeats to Uruguay, Colombia and Argentina. One of the 3 men to have lifted the World Cup as both player and manager, Franz Beckenbauer, arguably the greatest footballer of Germany, passed away on Monday at the age of 78. Beckenbauer represented West Germany in 103 games, winning the 1972 European Championship and then the World Cup on home soil in 1974.
Franz Beckenbauer, one of Germany's greatest soccer players, who captained the team to World Cup victory in 1974, then won the tournament again as a manager in 1990, passed away at the age of 78. Beckenbauer was a classy, dominant presence on the pitch for West Germany and Bayern Munich in the 1960s and 70s, using the calmness on the ball and effortless distribution that marked his midfield performances to virtually invent the central defensive sweeper role where he found most success. Shortly after his death was made public, politicians, fans, former colleagues and several football clubs reacted to the death of the football legend. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said he was one of the greatest footballers in Germany and for many, Der Kaiser, also because of the excitement for German football he created for generations. The European soccer governing body, UEFA, said he shaped German football like no other. Among the teams who commemorated him were FC Barcelona, Hamburg's 1, FC Pauli and Hamburg SV, where he played 1980 to 1982. He collected 103 caps for West Germany, winning the 1972 European Championship and then the World Cup on home soil in 1974. His Bayern Munich team was the best club side in the world during the mid-1970s, winning 3 successive European Cups and 3 successive Bundesliga titles. And Beckenbauer himself was twice named European Football of the Year. As national team manager, his West Germany team lost in the 1986 World Cup final to Argentina, but triumphed 4 years later in Italy as a combined German team.
First of all, I remember him for the 1974 World Cup. And of course, as a great sweeper. And then of course, as national coach when the national team became world champion. And as a good player himself. A good sweeper. He was the sweeper.
Beckenbauer, nicknamed Der Kaiser, the Emperor, was one of the 3 men to have won the World Cup as player and coach, and his death comes 3 days after the first to do it, Brazil's Mario Zagallo. France Didier Deschamps is the other. After coaching, Beckenbauer moved into football administration, but in 2016, he was fined by FIFA's Ethics Committee for failing to cooperate with an inquiry into corruption over the awarding of the 2018 and 2022 World Cups.
Sports 360 is a one-stop destination to the heartbeat of sports, blending news analysis and the nostalgia. So that's all in this edition of the Sports 360 Degree. We hope you enjoyed it. Join us every week as we bring you the pulse of sports world. Until then, stay healthy and keep cheering your favorite teams. Namaskar.